Yesterday, September 11th, 2021, the 20th anniversary of the day of the attack on the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., the heroism of the passengers aboard Flight 93, and the attack on the World Trade Center in New York City. Anyone who was alive and of age on that day will never forget where they were when they heard, or in fact saw, these events unfolding before their eyes. On that fateful day, 2,977 persons lost their lives in the Twin Towers. 2,565 were citizens who worked in or were visiting the World Trade Center. This was felt particularly close to home for this church. A member of the congregation at that time, Mr. John Kabori, lost his daughter Rebecca in the North Tower. Of the 412 first responders who perished in the Twin Towers that day, 37 were police officers of the Port Authority of New York. 23 were police officers of the New York City Police Department. 8 were medics from private services. 1 patrolman from the New York Fire Patrol, and 343 officers and firefighters of the Fire Department for the City of New York, better known as FDNY. Long before telephones and radios, fire departments used the telegraph to communicate. When the handle was pulled on the once familiar red fire alarm boxes found on nearly every corner in America, a code was transmitted to each fire station, stating the location of the current alarm. When a firefighter died in the line of duty, the fire alarm office would tap out a special signal. The signal used by the FDNY was 4 rounds of 5 bells, or box 5555. This was the signal to all firehouses to lower their flag to half staff due to a line of duty death of a firefighter. In the weeks following 9/11, the sound of the bells and pipes echoed through the concrete canyons of Manhattan and the surrounding boroughs as the fallen firefighters were laid to rest, having answered their last alarm. At this time, I invite you to please stand, if you are able, and observe a moment of remembrance as box 5555 is struck out. Thank you. You may be seated.